There is a specific reason you have found yourself here at this exact moment, on this specific date, February 11th. It is not by accident, it is not a coincidence of the algorithm, and it is certainly not a random occurrence. You are here because your spirit has been sensing a vibration, a subtle frequency shift that the rest of the world seems to be ignoring. You have felt a heaviness in the air, a tension that isn't necessarily bad, but is undeniably intense. It feels like the air before a thunderstorm, charged with electricity, waiting for the first crack of lightning. That feeling is not anxiety. It is not paranoia. It is discernment. Heaven has declared this night special, and a directive has been issued that requires your absolute, undivided attention. The message is simple yet profound. God says, ready up. Before we go any further, I need you to take a deep breath and center yourself. What we are about to discuss is not just information, it is a spiritual download. It is a key to unlocking the next season of your life. If you're listening to this, you are likely one of the chosen ones, those individuals selected not for ease, but for purpose. You have walked a path of isolation, of misunderstanding, and often of intense trial. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuzazara readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment. But tonight, the narrative changes. Tonight, the instruction shifts from endure to prepare. There is a massive difference. Endurance is about surviving the storm. Preparation is about harnessing the wind. You might be asking, why tonight? What is so special about this time? We are currently navigating a celestial corridor where the veil between the physical and the spiritual is exceptionally thin. In the spiritual realm, time is not measured merely by clocks and calendars, but by seasons and alignments. February 11th marks a pivotal point of transition. It is a threshold. Just as a door must be opened to enter a new room, you must pass through a spiritual threshold to enter your new season. But you cannot walk through this door casually. You cannot walk through it carrying the baggage of the past, the doubts of yesterday, or the fear of tomorrow. You must be ready. This directive to ready up is military in nature. In the armed forces, when a soldier is told to ready up, it means they must check their gear, secure their position, and alert their senses. They don't necessarily know what the enemy is doing, or exactly when the command to march will come, but they know that the time for rest is over. God is speaking this to your spirit right now. You have been in a season of waiting, perhaps a season where it felt like nothing was moving, where your prayers seemed to hit a brass ceiling. But that silence was not rejection. It was the quiet before the command. Think about the last few nights. Have you been waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. without an alarm? Have you felt a sudden urge to pray, even when you are tired? Have you experienced a restlessness that keeps you from settling into your usual routine? These are not symptoms of insomnia. They are symptoms of a spiritual summoning. Your spirit is detecting an imminent shift. It is like a seismograph picking up the tremors of an earthquake miles away before the ground physically shakes. Your spirit knows what your mind has not yet comprehended. This is why obedience must precede understanding. If you wait until you understand everything logically, you will be too late. You must move now in the Spirit by positioning yourself in readiness. I want to pause here for a moment. If you have felt this unexplained alertness, if you have felt that something is about to happen, I want you to confirm it. It is important to acknowledge the signal. Engage with this reality. This is your confirmation that you are not imagining it. This inner knowing is your heritage as a chosen one. Throughout history and sacred texts, the night has always been a symbol of profound transition. It is the space between the ending of one day and the beginning of another. It is in the darkness that the most critical work is often done. Consider Jacob. It was at night, alone, separated from his family and his possessions, that he wrestled with God. He was in a place of transition, about to face his brother Esau, terrified for his life. But God met him in the darkness. Jacob wrestled until daybreak, and in that struggle his hip was displaced, but his name was changed. He went from being Jacob the deceiver to Israel, a prince with God. That transformation didn't happen in the bright light of day where everyone could see. It happened in the obscurity of the night. Tonight is your wrestling match. Not a wrestle of struggle, but a wrestle for position. You are fighting to shed the old identity so you can step into the new one. God is calling you to ready up, because the version of you that existed yesterday is not strong enough for where you are going tomorrow. This is not an insult. It is a reality of growth. The caterpillar must dissolve completely to become the butterfly. The seed must break open to become the tree. You are in the breaking, dissolving, transforming night. Consider the Apostle Paul. It was in a moment of darkness, of blindness, that his true calling was revealed. He had to lose his physical sight to gain his spiritual vision. For 3 days he was in darkness, fasting and praying. That was his ready-up period. God was downloading the revelation of the new covenant into him while he sat in the dark. You may feel like you are in the dark right now regarding your finances, your relationships, or your career. You may feel blind to the next step, but I am here to tell you that this darkness is a womb, not a tomb. You are being gestated for greatness. The confusion you feel is simply the restructuring of your spiritual DNA. Why is this happening now? Why February 11th? We are in a time where the world is shaking, systems are failing, people are confused. In times of chaos, God raises up pillars. You are called to be a pillar, but a pillar must be set on a firm foundation. You cannot support others if you are crumbling yourself. The directive to ready up is a protective measure. God is saying, secure your footing, because I am about to place a weight of glory on you that requires stability. This preparation is internal. It is not about running around frantically trying to fix your life. It is about stillness. It is about locking eyes with the Creator. It is about silencing the noise of the world so you can hear the whisper of the Spirit. The world is loud right now. The news, social media, the opinions of others. It is a cacophony of distraction. The enemy uses noise to keep you from hearing the command. If you are distracted, you cannot be ready. I want to share a secret with you that most people miss. When God says ready up, He's usually about to bypass the natural order of things in your life. We are used to linear progression, step 1, step 2, step 3. But God is a God of quantum leaps. He can take you from the pit to the palace in a single day, just like He did with Joseph. Joseph went to sleep in a prison cell and woke up the next day as the second most powerful man in Egypt. But do you think Joseph wasn't ready? His years in prison were his preparation. His trials were his training. Every injustice he suffered was a lesson in leadership. He was readying up even when he didn't know it. You have been in training. The difficulties you have faced in the last few years, the betrayals, the losses, the delays, were not punishments. They were the gym where your spiritual muscles were being torn and rebuilt. You are stronger than you think. You are wiser than you realize. And tonight God is calling that strength to the surface. Let's talk about the practical aspect of this. What does it look like to ready up tonight? It starts with your mindset. You must shift from a victim mentality to a victor mentality. A victim asks, "Why is this happening to me?" A victor asks, "What is this preparing me for?" Shift your perspective. Look at your current challenges as the final exam before your graduation. Next, you must purify your environment. Tonight, I challenge you to turn off the television earlier, put the phone away, create a physical atmosphere of peace in your home. Maybe light a candle, play some instrumental worship music, or simply sit in silence. Your physical environment affects your spiritual receptivity. If your house is chaotic, it is harder for your spirit to settle. Prepare your space as if you are expecting a VIP guest, because you are. The Spirit of God wants to commune with you tonight in a fresh way. There is a specific danger we must address, the danger of missing the moment. In the Bible, there were times when God visited his people, and they missed it because they were not watching. Jesus wept over Jerusalem because they did not recognize the time of their visitation. Do not let that be your story. Do not be so consumed with the worries of this life, the bills, the arguments, the daily grind, that you miss the divine hand reaching out to you. The enemy will try to distract you tonight. He will try to start an argument with your spouse. He will try to make you feel suddenly exhausted or depressed. Recognize these as tactics. When you feel that resistance, push back. Say, "No, I am positioning myself. I am readying up." This is also a time to check your connections. Who are you aligned with? If you are a chosen one, you know that not everyone can go where you are going. Abraham had to leave his father's house. Lot had to separate from Abraham. Sometimes readying up means packing light. It means releasing the relationships that are draining you, the habits that are binding you, and the mindsets that are limiting you. You cannot fly with eagles if you are scratching with turkeys. Tonight, ask God to show you who and what needs to be released. It might be painful, but it is necessary. I want to speak to the person who feels like they have failed too many times to be used by God. You think, "I'm not ready, I'm broken, I've made too many mistakes." Listen to me closely. Perfection is not a prerequisite for preparation. God does not call the qualified, he qualifies the called. Look at the lineup of heroes in the faith. Moses was a murderer with a stutter. David was an adulterer. Peter had a temper. Elijah was suicidal. God used them all powerfully. Your past does not disqualify you. It prepares you. It gives you a testimony. It gives you empathy. It gives you a resilience that people who have had easy lives do not possess. So do not let shame keep you from readying up. Shame is a lie from the pit. Shake it off. Stand tall. You are a child of the Most High. As we move deeper into this night, realize that your sleep may be different. You might experience vivid dreams. God speaks in dreams when our conscious mind is too busy to listen. If you wake up from a dream tonight, write it down immediately. Keep a journal by your bed. Those dreams are intelligence reports. They are clues to your assignment. Do not dismiss them as just pizza dreams. Treat them as encoded messages. There is a scientific aspect to this as well. Biological studies show that our brains operate in different wave frequencies. During the day, we are in beta waves, active, alert, stressed. But as we relax and enter sleep, we move into alpha and theta waves. Theta state is the gateway to the subconscious, and many believe the spiritual realm. It is in this state that deep reprogramming can occur. When you pray and meditate before sleep, you are priming your brain to receive high-level wisdom while you rest. You are literally rewiring your mind for success and spiritual perception. So tonight, as you lay your head down, do not scroll through social media until you pass out. Instead, consciously enter that theta state with a prayer of surrender. Lord, I am ready. Speak, for your servant is listening. Let's go deeper into the concept of the moment message. This is a theological term for a specific word given for a specific instant in time. The Greeks had two words for time, chronos and Kairos. Chronos is chronological time, seconds, minutes, hours. It is the ticking of the clock. Kairos is an opportune moment, a divine appointment. It is time measured by significance, not duration. Tonight is a Kairos moment. You are stepping out of Chronos and into Kairos. In Kairos time, acceleration happens. Restoration happens. Things that should have taken 10 years can happen in 10 months. But Kairos requires participation. You have to catch the wave. Imagine a surfer in the ocean. They can sit on their board all day, bobbing in the water. But when the big wave comes, they have to paddle. They have to position themselves. If they just sit there, the wave will pass them by, or worse, crush them. God is sending a wave of glory, of provision, of clarity. Ready up is the command to paddle. Paddle with your prayers, paddle with your faith, paddle with your declarations. I sense that many of you are battling fear, fear of the unknown, fear of the future. The world is painting a picture of doom and gloom, economic collapse, wars, rumors of wars. It is easy to look at the horizon and feel terrified, but you are not of this world system. You operate under a different economy, the kingdom economy. In the kingdom, famine is often the backdrop for miraculous provision. In the kingdom, persecution is the catalyst for expansion. Do not let the news cycle dictate your spiritual posture. When the world says panic, God says position. When the world says hoard, God says sow. When the world says fear, God says faith. This directive to ready up is also a call to protect your energy. You are a battery. If you are constantly drained by negativity, drama, and fear, you will not have the charge needed to power your purpose. Tonight, visualize yourself unplugging from the matrix of fear and plugging into the source of life. Feel the recharge. It is palpable. Let me give you a specific strategy for tonight. Before you sleep, I want you to do 3 things. First, forgive. Unforgiveness is a heavy weight that makes you spiritually sluggish. You cannot run the race with a backpack full of rocks. Release anyone who has hurt you. Not for their sake, but for yours. Cut the cord. Second, express gratitude. Find 3 things you are genuinely thankful for. Gratitude shifts your frequency from lack to abundance. It signals to heaven that you are a steward of blessings. Third, make a declaration. Speak out loud into the atmosphere of your room. Say, I am ready, I am positioned, I am listening. The spiritual realm responds to sound. Your voice has power. When you speak the word of God, angels are activated. Psalm 103 says that angels excel in strength, heeding the voice of his word. Give your angels something to work with tonight. Do not go to bed silent. Go to bed declaring victory. Now I need to address the feeling of loneliness that many chosen ones feel. You look around and wonder, why am I the only one taking this seriously? Your family thinks you are too intense. Your friends just want to party or talk about trivial things. You feel like a stranger in a strange land. This is normal. The higher you go, the thinner the air and the fewer the people. Do not lower your altitude to fit in with the crowd. Stay high. God is sending you a new tribe. He is connecting you with other eagles. But you must be in the air to meet them. If you stay on the ground with the chickens, you will never find your flock. This video, this community, is part of that flock. Look at the comments. You are not alone. There are thousands of others who are feeling the exact same urgency, the exact same symptoms. You are part of a global company of believers who are waking up. Draw strength from that. As we approach the end of this message, the urgency intensifies. The window of opportunity is open. February 11th is the marker. What you do tonight sets the trajectory for the rest of the month, and perhaps the rest of the year. Do not take this lightly. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a great canyon. Behind you is the wilderness you have traversed, the pain, the lessons, the dry seasons. In front of you is the promised land, the promises of God, the fulfillment of your dreams, the impact you are destined to make. The bridge across is your readiness. God has built the bridge, but you must walk across it. Ready up is the first step. I want to pray for you, but not a passive prayer, an activating prayer, a prayer that stirs up the gifts within you. Father, I thank you for the person listening to this right now. I thank you that you chose them before the foundations of the earth. I thank you that you have trusted them with this season of transition. Lord, remove the spirit of heaviness and replace it with the garment of praise. Clear the fog from their minds. Sharpen their spiritual hearing. I decree that tonight, February 11th, is a turning point. I break every assignment of distraction, delay, and discouragement. I release the spirit of readiness upon them. Equip them with the whole armor of God. Let their sleep be sweet and their dreams be prophetic. Let them wake up tomorrow with a new fire, a new focus, and a new strength. We seal this night in the blood of the Lamb. We declare that they are ready. In the mighty name of Jesus, amen. Now listen to me. The prayer is done, but your part is just beginning. Do not just close this video and go back to scrolling. Take action, even if it is just 5 minutes of silence, even if it is just writing one sentence in your journal. Do something that signifies readiness. And here is a challenge for you. If you are truly ready, if you accept this directive from heaven, I want you to leave a mark. Go to the comment section right now and write, "I am ready." Do not just type it, mean it. Let it be your digital signature on this divine contract. When you type those words, you are telling your subconscious and the spiritual realm that you are in agreement with God's plan. Also, if this message resonated with your spirit, if you felt that burning inside your chest, that is the Holy Spirit confirming the truth. Do not disconnect from this source. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel and have the notification bell turned on. Why? Because this is just the alert. The instructions will continue to come. You need to be plugged in to receive the next briefing. We are building a community of ready warriors here. We need you in the ranks. Share this video with someone. You know who they are. That person who has also been feeling off, who has been waking up at night, who feels the burden of the times. Send this to them. You might be the messenger God uses to wake them up. Do not hoard the light. Spread it. Remember, the difference between a victim and a victor is preparation. The difference between panic and peace is position. Tonight, you are positioning yourself for victory. You are not a random accident. You are a chosen one, and your time has come. The night is here. The command has been given. The atmosphere is set. Ready up. The shift you have been praying for is not coming. It is here. It is in the room with you. It is in the breath in your lungs. It is in the decision you make right now. Do not fear the shadows of the night. They are merely the backdrop for your light to shine brighter. The stars are only visible when it is dark. You are a star in God's kingdom, designed to shine in this specific hour of history. Go now. Prepare your heart. Prepare your home. Prepare your mind. God is moving. Are you moving with him? I will see you in the realm of the ready. This is your wake-up call. End of transmission, but the beginning of your transformation. Stand firm. Stand ready. Tonight is the night, February 11th. Remember the date. It begins. Now that the wheel is turning, you must understand the mechanics of the motion, for the beginning of a divine shift often looks deceptively like the end of your world. When you declare readiness, when you sign that spiritual contract with your intent, the universe does not always respond with instant sunshine and rainbows. Often it responds with a demolition crew. This is the secret phase that no one tells you about. The phase that causes 90% of people to retreat right back into their comfort zones. They pray for change, but when the chaos of construction arrives to build the new infrastructure of their lives, they panic. You will not panic. you will recognize the demolition for what it is, preparation for the palace. Understand that your current life, the one you have been living up until this moment, was built to sustain the old you. It was constructed around your old limitations, your old fears, your old salary, and your old relationships. You cannot put new wine into old wineskins. The Bible tells us this, and physics confirms it. If you try to force a high-frequency destiny into a low-frequency lifestyle, something will break. So God, in His infinite mercy, begins to dismantle the structures that can no longer house your future. This is why, immediately following a moment of spiritual awakening or a declaration of "I am ready," you might experience a sudden and confusing storm. This storm is not a punishment, it is a clearing. You need to look at the wreckage of your plans not as a disaster, but as a construction site. Perhaps a relationship suddenly ended without closure. Perhaps a job opportunity you were banking on fell through at the last minute. Perhaps you feel a sudden, inexplicable distance from friends you have known for decades. Do not grieve these losses as if they were thefts. They are not being taken from you. They are being cleared away for you. The space is being created. The law of the vacuum states that prosperity and new energy cannot enter a space that is already cluttered with the old. Nature abhors a vacuum. When you create space, the universe rushes to fill it. But you must be brave enough to stand in the empty room for a moment and trust that the furniture is coming. This brings us to the first major symptom of this new trajectory you have set: the Great Detachment. You may have already felt it creeping in over the last few weeks, but after tonight, it will intensify. You will find that things that used to entertain you now feel draining. Conversations that used to feel normal now feel superficial and empty. You might sit down to watch your favorite TV show and feel a sudden urge to turn it off because it feels like noise to your spirit. This is not depression, this is elevation. Your frequency is changing. Imagine a radio dial being turned from a station full of static to a clear broadcast. As you tune into the new frequency of your destiny, the old stations, the gossip, the negativity, the mindless distraction, become unbearable. Do not force yourself to fit back into spaces you have outgrown. This is a trap. Many people feel this detachment and think something is wrong with them. They try to fake it to keep their friends comfortable. They suppress that urge to go home and read or pray just to appear normal. Listen to me closely. Normal is the enemy of extraordinary. If you want to walk in the high calling we discussed, you must be willing to be misunderstood. You must be willing to be the one who leaves the party early or the one who says no to the gathering because you have an appointment with your purpose. In this season, your circle will get smaller, but it will get stronger. God is pruning your tree. A tree cannot grow tall if it is wasting energy on dead branches. Those people who are falling away, let them go with love. Bless them as they leave. They were part of your history, not your destiny. If you try to hold on to them, you are dragging dead weight into a season that requires you to be aerodynamic. Now I need to address a physical phenomenon that accompanies this spiritual shift. We often separate the body from the spirit, but they are intrinsically linked. As your spirit prepares for this upgrade, your body will react. You might experience what spiritual teachers call ascension symptoms. This can manifest as sudden changes in sleep patterns. Are you waking up consistently between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m.? We touched on this before, but let's go deeper. This is not insomnia. This is the Creator's hours. The veil between the physical and spiritual realms is thinnest at this time. Your spirit is being summoned for a briefing. Instead of tossing and turning and worrying about being tired the next day, get up, even if it is just for 10 minutes. Sit in the dark, listen, keep a notebook by your bed. The ideas that come to you in these pre-dawn hours are not your own. They are downloads. They are the answers to the problems you have been stressing over during the day. Science shows that during these hours, the brain is in a theta state, a state of deep relaxation and high creativity, bypassing the critical filter of the logical mind. This is where miracles are engineered. If you are waking up, it is because there is a message waiting in the inbox of your soul. Do not sleep through your appointment. Another physical sign is a change in dietary desires. You might find yourself suddenly repulsed by heavy, processed foods you used to love and craving water, fruits, and vegetables. This is your body trying to detoxify to handle the higher energy running through your system. Think of your body as the hardware and your spirit as the software. If you are trying to run a high-powered, divine operating system on hardware that is clogged and sluggish, the system will crash. Listen to your body. It is trying to help you ready yourself for the energy you are about to carry. But here is the most dangerous trap of this transition phase, and you must be vigilant against it. It is the echo of the old. Just as you step forward, just as you start to make progress, the enemy, or your own subconscious fear, will present you with a temptation from your past. It will look like a comfort. It might be an ex-partner calling you just to check in. It might be an old job offering you a position you used to want but have outgrown. It might be an old habit offering you a quick dopamine hit to numb the anxiety of the unknown. Recognize this for what it is, a test. It is the universe asking, are you serious? Are you really ready for the new, or will you settle for the familiar comfort of the old? These echoes are illusions. They are mirages in the desert. If you run back to them, you will find they are empty. The relationship hasn't changed. The job is still soul-crushing. The habit is still destructive. You must stand firm. When the echo calls, do not answer. You have already said goodbye. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment.